Great day, beautiful people. How are we doing? Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How's everybody doing today? Grand Rising. Oh, yeah, coming in here early today. I love this. If you can put your cameras on, please do. Jamal, I love the smile. I love the smile, King. First thing in the morning. I love it. If you can put your King Saeed. Oh my goodness, I miss you. Listen, if you could put your cameras on, please do, because we want to make sure we show all the way up for ourselves. If you coming in here this morning, and you could be a lot of places, but the fact that you decided to invest this first hour or so into yourself in this type of way, oh my gosh, everybody is about to have an amazing day. Put amazing day in the chat. Put amazing day in the chat, y'all. LaShonda, how are you, beautiful? Shay, how are you? Put me in that car with you, girl. What's going on? The permanent makeup parlor. I hear that. Don't play with her. Y'all better not. Sonia, how are you, love? Felicia, how are you? Grand Rising, everybody. Miss Gwen, how you feeling? Tonda, how are you, beautiful? Rose, I see you. Angel, that's really, really cute. I like that. I need one of those. Everybody, Faye, what's going on? I see a few Zoom users. If you can change your name and put your name actually in there so that we actually can connect a little bit more and see who we talking to. Celeste, how are you, love? Miss Jacqueline, what's going on? How are you? Rhonda, how you feeling? Joanne, Jennifer, let's great day in Grand Rock. Let's see. Call this a man Monday, right? As well. How to be motivated and manifesting at the same time. But most importantly, you should make sure I don't even know what just happened, but I hope y'all can still hear me. If y'all can hear me, put your thumbs up. Y'all, what's up? I am. Hold on. Let's check this and make sure everything is good. Hold on, y'all. Let me just make sure. Can you hear me now? Let me see the thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Okay. Lighting going in and out. Okay, y'all, listen. Let me tell you something. My name is Sunshine, and I will be your leadership director. And I hope you heard that. But let me tell you one thing about the sun, right? Even on a cloudy day, the sun is always shining somewhere. So there is nothing and no one that is going to stop this day from happening. Okay. I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me. I see the thumbs up and it's coming in choppy. I don't even know what's going on. I do have some. They're fixing the street. They're expanding our street outside. Didn't have Wi-Fi on Friday, so maybe I don't know, but I just want to make sure that I greet y'all, that I sit up there and acknowledge everybody that's here, and want to make sure that we are in the right mindset this beautiful AM. Put mindset in all caps in the chat, everybody. Okay, somebody said they could hear me fine now. Well, look, sweet baby. I am extremely excited about that because I don't know what's going on. Hold on, let me switch this. All right, so we're gonna spin this off of me real quick. Put one word in the chat and tell me real quick how y'all feeling this beautiful AM. Because I will not let anything stop my momentum. How are y'all feeling this beautiful AM? And I know that we're gonna have the Queen Joy come up in a minute, and I'm super excited because I want to see y'all at the bank. I'm trying to see everybody at the bank. Y'all attempting to get to the bank? Who is getting to the bank this beautiful AM? Yes, Indiana. Is that how you pronounce your name? Yes, okay. Indiana said, "Get me to the bank immediately, please and thank you." And I absolutely love it. All right, y'all. So listen, without further ado, we have the one and the only Joy, who is going to make sure that everybody sees her at the bank. Okay. She's looking forward to seeing every single person in here at the bank. I need everybody at this time to come off of mute and pour all your love and energy into our queen, Miss Joy. Let's get it, everybody. Come off mute, come off mute, come off mute.
Sister
Go,
Joy.
let's
Morning,
go,
good
let's
morning,
go,
good
let's
On top of the
morning.
moon.
Our love.
Good
Bless you.
Oh,
A
yes.
beautiful
morning.
day.
Good
Good
morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
Rejoice,
Queen
Queen
That color
Joy.
Joy.
on you,
Let's
Joy.
go.
Love you, Joy.
Sister
Let's
Joy.
go, Queen.
It's a blessing to see
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Grand
King
Rising,
Joy.
Sister Joy.
baby.
Amen. Thank you for
You look
coming. Thank you for
fantastic.
being here.
Okay, today is day one. Today is day one of a new mindset. Today is day one of new strategies. Today is day one of new opportunities. Today is day one of new friendships. Today is day one of what are we mapping out our future life to be. To change your money, you have to change your mind. A lot of times I think I need this, I need that, I got to get this. We first have to start here because this is where the devil attacks us. This is we have to always be poured up in here because when things go wrong, this is what's going to say we're not good enough, it's not for us, it's too big. And so I want to make sure that today we are zoned in on knowing that we are more than enough. We already have what it takes to get what it is that we want. That's already done. Okay? So, we're going to be learning some new things, some new ways of looking at things this week. And so I have the best, someone type the best. I have the biggest, someone type the biggest. I have the best and the biggest mindset coach that there is in the industry who has agreed to come work with us this week to make sure that as you are learning how to structure, how to fund, how to market, as we are learning the actual techniques at night, in the morning, we're going to be learning different ways to change our mindset, change how we see things, change how we attack certain obstacles in the way. So when our mindset that's changed, plus our fundamentals for how we're going to do business change, and together we evolve, we're going to be unstoppable. So some of the things we may hear may be a little different, like what he talking about. Don't worry about what he talking about. Okay, we gonna just do what he says because this is his lane. This is what he does, and I promise you, if you just do the homework, follow what he says for the next 5 days, you're gonna have a totally different mindset, which is what's gonna make you get to the bank quicker and faster, but more importantly, stay at the bank. Because it's not just going to be what we're learning at night, because life is about to give you a blow. A Mike Tyson blow. It's going to knock you off your feet. It's going to happen. It's just life. And so we got to have these tools to be ready to get through all those Mike Tyson blows so that no matter what the devil throws our way, we are always good. Okay? So give me one word in the chat as to how we are feeling today about going into this week of learning something that's going to be new, developing, and ready to change our life. Excited, awesome, motivated, determined, refreshed, phenomenal, hopeful, optimistic. I love all these. Ready, open-minded, open, determined, receptive. Come on, receptiveness. Yes, vocabulary, transformation, excited and determined to quit my job. Well, Larry, come on. Yes, empowered, intentional, special. Amen. This is all wonderful. So, without further, I know we got a video. We got a video, Sunshine? Okay, without further ado, I would like to. Am I saying the words? Or are we going to do the video first?
Hey, listen, you do what you want to do, okay? With that $1 million smile, if you want the video to come up first, no, matter of fact, no video. Just go ahead and do that intro. Let's go, Queen. You look amazing, by the way.
Okay, so without further ado, I want you guys to pay close attention. Turn your phones off. If you're not at work, be zoned in. If you're at work, but you're still on, you can have your cameras off, whatever it is. But if you can have, if you can, turn your cameras on. What you pay attention is what's going to help you change. Without further ado, I want to make sure that everyone, can we actually take them off mics? Off mic. Can we get them off of mute, Sunshine?
Absolutely.
Okay. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Mindset Mogul. Can we please come off of mute and please give him a big, loud
Let's go.
welcome
Let's
of
go.
applause?
Come on.
Let's
get it.
Let's get it.
Family.
Mindset.
Okay, let's
Welcome.
go.
Let's go,
Let's
Guru.
run it.
Let's
Morning, good
Get it.
morning.
So come on.
Great morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Let's
Good
go.
morning.
Bring it in.
Good
Bring it in.
morning.
Let's go,
Rise,
bestie.
Yes,
go.
let's
Go,
get it.
Let's go, brother.
Mindset.
Come on, Shiggy.
Okay, okay.
Let's
I love it.
Let's
I love
go.
it.
about.
Listen.
Go,
King.
King.
Let's
Let's
Come
King.
on.
Let's
Let's
get it,
go.
King
Let's
Crew.
go, King. Let's go.
Man,
Let's
I
go,
love it.
King.
Absolutely
I'm
love it.
talking about.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mindset mogul. Okay. All right. I'm loving that energy. Snap it up and clap it up for you. Today is a good day for a great day. Thank you, Miss Joy. We appreciate you 100%. Everybody, I see you at the bank. Go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat because today is your MVP day. Today is the day that you will change your life forever. I know we talk about it in and out. We say we could celebrate everyone else. We do so much for other people. But what have you done for you today? Can I take us spiritually, ladies and gentlemen? Because that's where we're going to go today. Can I take us spiritually? Can we go to the Kingdom Hall for the kings and queens? Can I take us to the mosque for the moguls? The church for entrepreneurs? Let me know in the chat. The temple for the triumphant. Because today is a day that you will change your life forever. And I'm blessed to be here. My name is Sean Crumay. I've been developing systems for personal and professional development. This is for business growth. Somebody put business growth in the chat. If you want to grow your business, this is the place that you need to be. See, it's all about the mindset, the tool set, and the asset. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we need that reset. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to focus on the mindset, being able to see difficulty differently, taking obstacles and turning it into opportunities. If that sounds good, go ahead in the chat and let me know. Go ahead in the chat and let me know. All right. So yeah. So before I even get into any of the mindset, anything, let me introduce myself. In fact, before I even do that, let's see who showed up here today. I know, Sunshine, you did a great job. You came and you spoke about just calling people out a little bit and saying, hey, show up for you. And I love that. And I want to call you out personally. Miss Angel, go ahead, Miss Angel, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Elizabeth, I see you. What's up, Liz? Put the trophy emoji in the chat. You are the MVP of your life. This is. I love this part because I see who's showing up because you didn't know that I might call you out, but you showed up anyway. And that's part of it. You might not get what you think you need or deserve at that moment because God is going to put it and position it in your life differently from the way that you can see it. But you must be ready to do what? To receive it. So let me see who's ready to receive. See, when we talk about getting you to the bank, you can't show up to the bank with your mask on. So you can't show up to these sessions with your camera off. So let's just see who got the camera on. Miss Felicia, I know you're driving. Don't worry about putting the trophy emoji in the chat. You are that MVP. Miss Fatima, what's going on? Put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Vetta, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Let's go. Turn it up. If I didn't call your name out, it is only due to time constraints, but you should snap it up and you should clap it up for you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what this is about. You pour into everyone else, because I know, let me know real quick. Let me get a temperature check. You're the best of the best in your family. Everybody comes to you for everything. They're leaning on you. But guess what? Who can you lean on? Uh-oh. Now we start to get serious, right? Now we start to get serious. But guess what? You can lean on us. And that's what we're saying here. But first, you have to make a change. Let me go ahead and share my screen a little bit just to give you a little breakdown of who I am and what today is about. I want to be super transparent. If I could be explicit, go ahead and put the word explicit in the chat. If I can be explicit, go ahead and put the word explicit in the chat. Because I'm always going to be transparent, but I want to have your permission. And anything I say and do, I want you all to be able to pick it up as we go, right? So some of the things that I'm going to use with you all, it might be best for you to use the same things with your family and friends, because it's all about relationships. When we talk about business, business is relationships and relationship is business. Clear? If that's clear, let me know in the chat. That's clear. Let me know. Like, you know how sometimes we're like, oh, this relationship is like, it's just overworking me right now. It's a business. You got to be able to run a business, right? Sometimes we say we don't want people in our business. If you don't want people in your business, how do you get paid? So we have to break some of these limitations, and we also have to recondition the way that we think. So I'll always love to start it like this. With personal and professional development, you have a life you love. Without it, you have the life you have. I'll say it again. If it makes sense to you, put the ums in the chat. Let me know. Give me some feedback so I can know. With personal and professional development, you have a life you love. Without it, you have the life you have. See, I'm on a mission here. My mission is to help leaders in business become more effective in less time, leveraging systems that facilitate both personal and professional transformation to grow a business that they enjoy while living a life they love. See, there's one thing that's, pertinent here. For me, what's better than building a business? Because a lot of us want to build businesses, we want to escape the 9 to 5, but the 9 to 5 is a step up. It's a stepping stone. The only issue is when you stay in that same slump position, you stay in that position, you get stepped upon, right? So if you stay stone, if you stay rock hard in that position, guess what? You might not move the way you want to move. So I want us to condition our ways to understand it's not just about business growth, because you can make all the money in the world, but you could also lose the money. You can be rich and broke. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of broke millionaires. I'm telling you. I had to go broke many times to realize that, hey, you have to facilitate your personal growth. So yes, we create systems with funnels and websites and apps and all of this cool stuff, but we also make systems so that way you can be a better person. Somebody put person in the chat. We don't have to be perfect. We just need to be a person. So these systems are for business owners, career professionals who believe that the business should give them more freedom, not just more work. So we're talking about more revenue, fewer hours, real freedom. If that sounds like you, put that's me in the chat. I want to make sure I connect to you all, because before having more revenue, fewer hours, more free, I was going through it. I was being overworked and I was underpaid. I was slaving and not moving forward. But when I created strategic partnerships, everything changed. So somebody in here, we already primed you up yesterday, right? And in the days before that, we told you to get accountability buddy, a business bestie, somebody that can continuously push you forward. Because one thing I realized was this, that when you're around other people, you perform higher. See, this isn't about working harder. How many of us have family members that say, hey, let's work harder, but they're not where you want to be? So how can they truly tell you how to get to where you want to be? I'm not here to tell you to work harder. I'm here to tell you to work higher. This is spiritual. So you need strategic partnerships. You need other people. All of the money that you're going to actualize is going to come from with other people. All the potential that you're going to actualize is going to come from with other people. Some of you, hey, I can't even work with my baby daddy. Well, you should be working. You should be figuring it out. Okay. We're not here to make excuses. We're here to eliminate them. And I just want to point this out. Put this word in the chat, system, because some of us, it's not your work ethic. We know you can work hard. We know you can work higher. We know you have that ability, but you're not building a system that would do what? System stands for what? Saving yourself significant time, energy, money. That's why you need a system. When we say, hey, let's budget, you don't want to budget. I don't know if you all, if any one of you were at the Wealthy Experience podcast on Saturday in Philadelphia, but if you weren't, you kind of missed out. But if you were, Miss Joy, she dropped a big bomb, and I don't know if it went over people's head, but to me, this is the one that stuck out. Most people want to know how to get rich, but do you know how to live below your means? Because most people live above their means, and that's the real reason why they don't have the money. All right. So we want to take that mindset. We want to turn it into the tool set to create those cash flowing assets. And this is what I want to get to. Wealth is spiritual. Too many times you're the first one to be second. I remember one of my brothers said this to me, and it stuck with me. He said, you know what? The problem is that everybody's the first one to be second. I say, yo, that's so true, bro. Everyone, that's true. We need more leaders. See, because when we're the first to be second, we're waiting to see what other people do. Let me see what they do first before I make a move. Those are the things we have to eliminate. You know, you got that big idea, and then guess what happens with the big idea? You don't act on it. You don't execute on it. And what happens? Somebody else does it. Because this is spiritual. You have to do what you say you were going to do. That's called integrity. The limited language that we use when somebody gives you a compliment and they say, hey, great job. And you go, well, you know, I could have did better, you know, but like, just accept it. Somebody put embrace in the chat. Embrace it. So as I move forward with this, I just want to give you a couple points to think on, and then we're going to get to some real work. And the work, once again, is really just spiritual work. We want to turn our pain into power, something that you've gone through. Your story will give you your glory. See, when God created you gifted. See, but the problem is we're so busy looking at other people's gifts, we can't recognize our own. We need to take our gifts and we need to turn our gifts into power, because the gift will give you your gold. God knew it. God placed the gift in every single one of us. And if you haven't yet found your gift, I want you to take this information. Why don't you text? We always say this, but maybe some of you, this is the time you'll get it. But text some people in your contacts and ask them, say, hey, what comes to me easily and effortlessly that may come harder to others? Somewhere in that answer, your gift lies. Okay. Last but not least, the obstacles that you are in, these are opportunities. You prayed to God. You said, God, put me in a space of people. Put me in a place where I'm loved and I'm appreciated. God sent you somebody like Joy, sent you somebody like me, and you still ignore it. You still ignore the signs. They tell you, hey, look, it's going to cost this much. You're too focused on the price and not even focused on the payoff. How much is it going to cost? Well, how much am I going to get out of it? Because if it costs you 10,000, but it gets you 100,000, it was worth it. When I first went to some of these mentorships, it cost me 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. I didn't know I was going to make nearly $200,000 off those initial investments. But you know what I did? I led. I was the leader of my life. Somebody put in the chat, leader of my life. Because that's what you all are. Real quick, I've worked with NBA players, NCAA players, boxers, entertainers, 6- and 7-figure business owners. I understand it's not about the money. It really is about the person, who you are as a person, your character. Your most attractive character is going to be at the forefront. All of what you say, if you say you're introverted, that day is over. It's done. Because that is not where your gift lies. See, leadership is the glue to every business. And just like leadership is the best kept secret. But the problem is some of you here have also been the best kept secret. See, you got these big, bodacious ideas and goals, but nobody knows it. You speak to your family and friends and nobody help you. Well, guess what? You might not get rich with your day ones, but you can get rich with your day twos. I'm blessed to be able to get rich with my day ones, and I will show you how you can do it too, how you can help create your family legacy. And that's what it's about, but it starts with you. Somebody say it starts with me. Once again, my name is Sean Crumay. I'm an award-winning thinker, best-selling author, multiple six-figure websites, over $5 million in program sales. I've been helping entrepreneurs grow their business, scale, and do a number of things within the community. And I'm happy and I'm blessed to be here with you all today, because now your next level is loading and you can do the same as well. Okay. Real quick, in the chat, did you get anything from that? Let me know what you got from that. In the chat, put it in the chat. Anything you got from that, anything that came to your mind? Was there a breakthrough of some sort just from that dialogue? But go ahead, put it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what it is. All right. What I want to do at this time, actually, we need to read. How many of us feel like this? Like life is moving by fast. Like it's just so fast. Tom, in the past, time was kind of slow. Remember going to school and you couldn't wait for 3 o'clock to hit? Like, damn, 3 o'clock ain't hit yet. Now you turn around, it's like 3 o'clock already, and you feel rushed, right? I know I can't be the only one who feels like this, but the difference is time is not moving any faster. You're just more aware of how fast time moves. So we must become more effective in less time. And the key aspect of this is not about managing your time, because that's a myth, right? It's about being more intentional with the time you have. That's the key. You have to become more effective in less time. I want to show you something to yourself that you probably didn't think about it. So this is the flagship book, Becoming More Effective in Less Time. If you don't have it, you should probably already have it. This is going to help you get through the 5 days mentally, even when I'm not around, right? So it's a great companion, because what it's going to do for you is going to allow you to reflect. And that's the biggest thing that we don't do, where we don't plan out and reflect on how the day went. So we can't make necessary adjustments. So we end up being in a cycle. All right. So just so we're clear, your primary goal is to become more effective in less time. Here's how I know. Let me ask you a couple questions so you can see for yourself. You could walk to work, but do you walk to work? Let me know in the chat. Like, you could. There's nothing stopping you from walking to work. You could. But do you, though? Why not? Why not? Let me know in the chat. Why not? Just go ahead and tell me in the chat. Because we know something deep down inside, we know that that's just taking too long. And guess what? It's not as effective, right? So the same thing when it comes to learning, same thing when it comes to finances. We want to protect our finances. The dollar stays in the melanated community for about 6 to 8 hours. The issue with that is because most people have already spent their check before they got it. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Look, Miss Gwen, like, yeah, I know. My daughter was doing it, and I told her about that. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, like, if you get what I'm saying here. So let me read an excerpt, because the issue is we don't have time. Time has us. We need to be better with the time, more efficient with the time. And we can do it. It's very possible. So for those who do not have the book, I'm going to share it on the screen, so that way you can see. Okay. All right. Cool. Put a thumbs up if you can see the screen. All right, where are we? We're going to chapter 1. Okay, we're going to chapter 1. We're in chapter 1, and this is the key to unlocking your life. So as it reads, it says, we all have a certain mindset, of course, but did you ever stop to think about what that really is? Mindset is a set of beliefs and assumptions that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself in it. It will influence how you think, feel, and act in any given situation. You will then set expectations or intentions from that place. I want to pause it right there. And I want to ask you, how much money do you want to collect, whether it's monthly, whether it's daily, whether it's yearly? Go ahead and put it in the chat, but let's be fast, because I want to pick up the pace on this. Let's be fast. How much do you want to collect? 1,000 a day, 20,000 monthly, 30K monthly. Okay, I like that. I like that. Put how much you currently collect in the chat. In fact, I take it a step further. You can subtract how much you currently collect by how much you want to collect, and tell me that difference. Tell me that difference. Because a lot of us here, I don't need the mindset, man. I'm out. I'm out of this call. I don't need mindset. I don't need that. Put the difference in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. See, because that difference is how much it's costing you to stay the same. That difference is your mindset. That's how much your current mindset is costing you. Why? How do I know that? It's very simple. And don't get me wrong. I'm not coming at you. I'm talking about all of us. We all have a fixed mindset somewhere. But what I'm saying is this. The mindset that you have created the problems that you have. That won't be the mindset that unlocks your gifts and unlocks your true potential. You have to create a new mindset, a new set of beliefs. Make sense? Make sense? Let me know in the chat. Makes sense before I move forward. Okay, so that's how much your mindset is costing you. You can do the math. Everything in this world is mathematic. So you don't need to just take my word for it. You can do your research and see it for yourself. Everything is fact checked. All right, so as we continue to read, it says this. It says, school may have taught us certain things, but it could never truly teach us what we need to operate on a higher level, and that's all in our own mindsets. See, they taught us how to go out. This is not me reading from the book. I just want to paraphrase. They taught us how to go out and be able to work in a business, but they never taught us how to buy the business. They taught us how to go and run the plays, but not how to create the playbook. But see, it wasn't the school's fault. It's up to us. Somebody put "it's up to me" in the chat, because no one is going to come here and save us. We have to get that through, and we have to understand together is how we become better. Okay, that's just the bottom line. So when you break it down, there's two types of main mindsets. It's a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Those with a fixed mindset believe that their lives and everything in it are unchangeable, and basically they're just here for the ride, and they will react as needed. They don't take big risks because they fear failure, and they shy away from challenges. Well, in that, I want you to see something, right? When they say don't take risks for fear of failure, somebody tell me what fear is. Put it in the chat. Somebody tell me what fear is. And don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be up here just talking about myself. We will have some participation. So right after this segment, we will have some participation, ladies and gentlemen. So don't get shy now. When you say fear, and you said false evidence appearing real, you said fear is a lack of education. I love that. I didn't see this though. Somebody said fear is a trap. But I want to tell you what fear is. Fear is a bad imagination. Go and write that down and don't forget it. Fear is a bad imagination. If you fear something, that's you imagining something that isn't even here, right? So that's the caution over a future imagined danger. You're imagining this danger. That's it. Just like anxiety. I'm not saying you don't feel anxiety because it's a natural feeling. But what I'm saying is anxiety is the same thing. You're having caution over something that you're creating that's not even here. So if you have the power to do that, we have the power to change our worlds. So let's stop having that bad imagination. And as we continue to read it, it says this. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset understand that nothing is static, that instead they will grow, change over time. They're more open to exploring opportunities, putting themselves out there in an effort to improve the quality of their lives. That's why you all are here. So I know you all have a growth mindset. There's no doubt about that. Who has a growth mindset? Put a 1 in the chat. There's no doubt about it. But here's where it gets a little murky, right? Here's where it gets a little murky. Where do you have a fixed mindset at? Let's shine a light on that, because mental health is important, but we don't like to talk about that in the melanated communities. Stress is real, but we don't like to talk about that in the melanated communities. We want to sweep everything under the rug and then wonder why it all piles up, and then it starts tumbling down like a ton of bricks, hitting everyone, and then now you don't even have family structure. We don't even know our great-great-grandfathers, great-great-grandmothers. But if they left us some money, we would. So you got to change that. You have to be the person that changes the family lineage. That means you have to be the glue to hold the people together, but it is not about pulling and pushing and fighting. It's about leading by example, because when you lead, other people will follow. Uh-oh, I think we're starting to talk heavy. I think it's about to happen. But do we want the fluff or do we want the facts? Let me know in the chat. Do we want the fluff or do we want the facts? Because I want to give us the facts. The truth is, the bottom line is, not enough people are leading. Let's just be real here. Yeah, you lead until it's uncomfortable and then you stop. Just like when we go to the gym. And the key thing is this. How many of us know we need to work out? Put a 1 in the chat if you know you need to work out. Put a 1 in the chat if you know you should change your eating lifestyle. Put a 2 in the chat if you do it. See, because one thing to know it, it's another thing to do it, because knowing means nothing. So we all run around here knowing stuff, but yeah, let's be real here. Who's really doing it? Who's really doing it? The key is to do it together. The problem is we don't have the structure, the foundation of family and friends. They don't really want to do. They don't want to do this stuff. We go to our family. In fact, hold on. I'm not even going to talk too much. Let me do this. Let me have you all talk. Because believe it or not, I'm really not a talker. I'm really a quiet person. I'm really a quiet person, man. Like, hold on real quick. like sometimes y'all might see me out. You like, what's wrong with you, man? Because you're used to me talking up here, but I'm chill. I'm laid back. I'm happy. I'm in my element. I'm star of my story. I'm cool. I'm happy. Life is good. I got things to do, but life is good. So I want to ask you this, though. Raise your virtual hand. Do you have family supporting you in the way that you want to be supported? Because I know the answer is no in the chat, but forget about what I know, because no means nothing, right? I want to hear from you. Sunshine, are you available? Or Moya, can y'all alternate and call people up? Moya, if you're not available, let me know.
Okay. We hedge funds. Okay. I love it. Come on up and talk to us.
Morning. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing?
What's going on?
I'm chilling. Bless. I actually can't stay here too long because I gotta get to my charts in like 15 minutes. But I'm a full-time mentor. I work from home. I trade and do, whatever finance stuff. I just want to leave a message for everybody. Because I used to have a problem with this. Where I thought like, family wasn't really rocking with me, or it was hatred. But you can't live life expecting you out of others. That's for one. Just because somebody will offer opportunity to you and you would jump to it, don't mean someone else will do it. Everyone got their own fingerprints. God designed everybody differently, and everyone needs to understand that and learn to accept that. I had a hard time accepting why my family couldn't accept me for who I am or who I changed into. Because once people know you, they know you. Even if you change, they still know you for who you was, right? Instead of who you're trying to become or who you became. And yeah, it's just your number one supporters is always going to be a stranger. If I could tell anybody this, I've been an online entrepreneur for probably over 10 years. I haven't worked a job in, I don't even know, probably since like 2015. But yeah, go out and connect with strangers. Stop waiting on your friends, your best friend, your cousin, your sister, uncle, brother. Stop it. It's a waste of time. And always understand the person who's going to support you the most, you haven't met them yet. And that's all I have to say to everybody.
Everyone send some love in the chat. One thing we need from you really fast, though, your name.
Okay. Mark Shannon. I'm Mark Shannon.
All right, Mark Shannon. So when you come in, Mark, could you do this for us? Put your name, Mark Shannon, and then put the hedge fund. Or you could put hedge funds first, then put Mark Shannon, as long as you have your name up there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the only
Great
reason
job.
I have that there, like I said, because I host a Zoom, because I'm on Zoom for like 8 hours a day, which I'm actually about to get on 9:30. I host a Zoom myself, so I'm about to actually get up out of here. But I love everything that you're doing. Joy, thanks for the opportunity. This is a blessing. I'm here to, structure and do what everybody else is here to do. Make some money and get the business to the bank, right?
Absolutely. Send some love in the chat. Great job, Ken. Great job. We're proud of you 100%. I want to continue to know, do you have the help you need within your family, the support you need within your family? Go ahead. Who's next?
Indiana, come talk to us, love.
Good morning.
You went on.
Wait, you went back on. Oh, go ahead, Sunshine.
Sorry. Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to share a recent awareness that I just had. I listened to a lot of different podcasts, and this one man was talking about having a no expectations mindset. He specifically talked about Stephen Hawking, which is that physicist that was paralyzed, talked through a machine. And in a New York Times article, he said, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. And it's like anyone who has a right to be upset would have been him. But he was happy because his expectations were so low. So I think that for me, the awareness came in the fact that I had a lot of high expectations for my family that they couldn't live up to. So they support me in the best way they know how, but I'm finding support in groups like this to be able to find the support that I need and that I am looking for.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to make sure we have some clarity. Can we get some clarity on a few things? First of all, great job, Indiana, on that. Do we know the difference between expectation and standard? So let's break this down really fast. Expectation is something you place on yourself. So when Mark was saying, hey, you can't have expectations for someone else to show up as you, that's what he's referring to. You must have standards, though. Because if you don't have standards, you fall for anything and everything, right? So, oh, you're clicking it? All right. So, so you want to make sure you have a standard. Standard is what you set, is your baseline for what you would love for the people around you to operate as. You don't get upset if they don't operate that way. You just operate next to the people who operate that way. Same thing when it comes to you finding relationships that are successful. See, the issue is we go off of what people look like versus off who they are. So you can't change a person. Person can only change themselves. So you're hoping somebody's going to change for you, but you have to be the cause in what you will call your life. All right. So everyone, since I'm loving the chat for Indiana, thank you, Indiana, for bringing that to us, bringing us present to that. We appreciate that 100%. Thank you for participating. Snap it up and clap it up for you. Let's go. Early in the AM. Click it and click it. Who else do we have? Let's bring them up.
Next up, we have Rose. Come talk to us, Queen.
Hi, everybody. I don't have any support in my family. I'm the oldest, so I think I'm built for that. I am the support, so my shoulders are pretty broad. I'm in HR, so that passion drives me, and I'm really strategic in how I think. So I think preparation is what has always pushed me forward. And proper planning, especially when you're the oldest and you know you have to be that example in spite of. To answer your question.
It did. You're driving, so I really would love to do a deeper dive with you because there's something there to unpack, right? So I'll do a quick one. But tell me, how does it feel? And go directly to the feelings, not the thoughts. But tell me, how does it feel to be the one with the broad shoulders?
It feels good, but it's heavy. It's heavy.
What's the heaviness like?
When I drop the ball, there's nobody. Like it's it. I just go without. I go hungry. Without life.
Oh, did she go out? She went out for me.
Yeah, she did for a second. Then she came back, but I think it's going in and out.
That devil knocking, Sunshine. Close the door.
Look, you see, he was knocking with me too. We go through those things.
We was about to get to something just now. Oh, come on, man. Woo.
That weight is heavy though. She's talking heavy because that weight is heavy. We can
she's
hear
back.
you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, love.
Oh, yeah, it's heavy because there's no backup for me. Like, I gotta make sure I got AAA. Like, I gotta make sure, because if I don't, I'm gonna go it out. I'm gonna go hungry. Lights is gonna be off, and I just gotta thug it out. But it makes me responsible, though. It makes me have savings.
Right. So it does. That's where you're looking at the obstacle as opportunity. So great job on that. You're recognizing those things. You're seeing difficulty differently. Yeah, you might not have the backup, but the backup is helping you be your own backup. Right. So, the lack of having backup is helping you be the own backup. So that's good. However, I want to get to the root of it. And the reason why I said I couldn't do it too much because you're driving, so you're not going to be able to get fully into it. But I think we're kind of clear on what we see here, right? That 9 times out of 10, we're the ones doing everything for everyone else, but who is doing it for us? And you need that. You need the help. You need the assistance. You're not going to do it alone. Newsflash, newsflash, newsflash. You won't do it alone. I'm telling you right now, you won't get it done. Please stop thinking you're going to do it alone. This is not coming to you, Rose. I'm talking to everyone. Please. I'm sorry. I was yelling in your ear. You got your kids in the car. You're like, "Dad, Mom, watch it. You know, your man is yelling over there." All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let you go at this moment. But I thank you. Everyone sent some love in the chat to Ms. Rose. Some love in the chat. I want to continue to go, and then I want to segue. So let's get this one person here, and then let's segue. But are we picking anything up so far? Are we picking anything up?
Fatima, talk to us, beautiful.
Hey, good morning. How everybody is doing today?
Hey, Fatima, doing great.
Well, I definitely understand how Rose feel because I am also the oldest. And right now, unfortunately, I don't have anybody else to help me out because the only one person in my entire family that actually helped me was my mother. And unfortunately, she recently had a stroke. So she's unable to speak and move her body at the moment. So I'm the only person doing anything for her. Of course, my brother is helping me, but he can do but so much. And that weight is pressure. It is very much pressure. And I mean, yes, she's absolutely right. It teaches you how to stand on your own 2 feet. It teaches you how to roll things off of you. It teaches you how to move forward, but it is difficult to do. And what I learned here today is that I'm not alone in feeling the way I feel because there's a lot of things outside of our family that are also putting pressure on us as a Black community. But that's what I took away from this today. And I thank everybody and sharing their all experience because we all need to understand that there is a light that we can move to. There is a way for us to move forward without feeling as if we're the only one. We have a community here, and I'm so grateful and blessed to know everyone and see everyone here. And I really do appreciate for you having me on today.
Absolutely. We love that, Fatima. I want you to acknowledge yourself and acknowledge that you do have someone. You just have to meet
Yes,
them.
you're
See,
right.
you know what I found in the melanated communities is this. We are loud, boisterous, confident, but only with the people that we know. As soon as we're around people that we don't know, and I don't know them, and you start holding up your chest. Remember, if you don't let people in your business, you don't get paid. See, the issue is we need to have confidence anywhere and everywhere we go, that main character energy, because we're going to be around people that we don't know the most. So your true character will shine in those moments, but it doesn't shine because we're so busy holding ourselves back. I want to know in the chat, who's been holding themselves back? Because today is the day you do something special. Everyone send some love in the chat for Miss Fatima. Real quick, today is going to be something special for you all. You have to give yourself permission. So today you will be giving yourself permission. I remember losing both of my parents growing up. Moving from school to school, went to 7 different schools in 9 years. I remember sleeping on the benches of the basements of the dorms when financial aid didn't hit. I remember warming food up on the radiator. I remember wearing the same clothes day after day. I remember I had cancer, lost over 55 pounds in 41 days. I don't know who's experienced having GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. If anyone has, this is a chronic illness that I had, and I had to give myself permission. I remember taking off my shirt, my brother seeing my skinny body where you can see my rib cage, like, bro, what's going on? What happened? And I was afraid to tell people what I was going through. You know why? Because most people don't get you. Most people don't understand. And I had to stop caring about what other people would care about me or say about me, because the truth of the matter is they might not even be thinking about me. Sometimes we're concerned and we're worried about things that aren't even here and about people and about their thoughts. But if you look at yourself, you'll realize that we're more alike than we are different. You don't really care about what other people are going through. You don't really care unless they tell you. It's not like you actually care, like without them telling you. So if you are in this space and you care too much about what other people say, you're not going to care enough about how you feel and about your life. So in order to break the dynamic, you must give yourself permission to go through whatever you're going through, to get through it. See, I used to think that, and I'll tell you why, right? I used to think that sharing my story was a weakness. One time, my mom, she was in a hospice. And this is, I didn't know what a hospice was. I'm about 15. I don't know what hospice. This is the first time understanding this. It is a place that, they put your loved ones when there's nothing else they could do for them. And I'm begging my mom to tell me, what do I need to do? Because I don't know how to have life without you. I already lost my first dad. He was murdered when I was about 1.5. So, growing up as a victim to gun violence, I had to become a victor, not a victim. Some of us stick with the victim mindset. What they did to me. What can I do for me? Somebody put that in the chat. What can I do for me? You might ask God, why me? God is asking you, why not you? You should be asking God, try me, because every obstacle that God puts you in is an opportunity for you to do something magnificent. But we get upset because it doesn't look the way we want it to look. So my mom is on her deathbed. I don't know what's going on. I'm asking her, Mom, what can I do? What should I do? She said, you already know what to do. Most of us in here already know what to do, but we're waiting for other people to give us permission to do it. Most of us in here already know what to do, but you're not doing it because why? What's the reason? Share your reason in the chat. What's the thing that you're not doing? Give us the reason in the chat. In fact, give yourself the reason. We're going to get super interactive here as the days go by. This is not going to be the class where you just see me up here talking. I'm telling you right now. So be prepared to participate, because when you're the most valuable participant in your life, you become the MVP of your life. You become the MVP of your world. So when she told me you already know what to do, right? For years, I didn't know what she meant, but it was one thing that stood out to me. One day before, when I was on the phone with her, she said, never let my sickness become your weakness. Some of you in here are letting your situations become your weakness. You're getting down on yourself. You're stopping before you even get started. I can't do it. I don't know, it's too hard. You didn't even do it. Sometimes what you think was hard is really easy, but you only realize it after you did it. How many of us can relate? Put a 1 in the chat. You had that fear and you was like, this is going to be hard. You went through it. It was like, wow, this was not as hard as I thought it was. I was over here making up stuff. Or you want to go out with the friends. You're like, I don't really want to go. Who's at the barbecue? Who's over there? No, I don't really want to go. You get there, you drag your feet. You're late, but then you don't even want to leave. You had such a good time. So my mom said, never let my sickness become your weakness. I thought about it. I said, okay, I'm never going to tell anybody my story. I'm never going to tell them, because if I tell them I grew up without my parents, they're going to look at me as a charity case. So what? Let them do it. Well, let them do it. But that wasn't my mindset. My mindset was, don't share that. Just be as strong. How many of us is that strong person? Go ahead. Especially if you're the first child in your family. If you was firstborn in your family, you're the one that's you got all the trauma. You know what I'm talking about? You got to unpack all of the trauma. The first one in the family, you're the experimental child. You know what I'm talking about. If you have the siblings and they're a lot younger, the younger they are, the better treatment they got, right? And I said, you know what? My story is not my weakness. My story is my strength. I use my story. I start telling people about my story. The story gave me the glory. So let people know your story, ladies and gentlemen. Tell them what you're going through, because there's somebody that can relate to you, somebody that sees themselves within you. So when I start using my story as a strength, long story short, you see me here today in front of you. Best-selling author, multiple six-figure businesses, helping people across the world, not just across the country, across the world. going to get the programs accredited. These are things that we are doing, big business, but also big development. Somebody put development in the chat. Somebody put development in the chat. So what I want to know from you is, what are you giving yourself permission to do? Because there's a you inside of you that you haven't even met yet, that's waiting to show up, that's waiting to be here, your higher self. Tomorrow, we're going to do a guided meditation to help you reach to your higher self. You don't want to miss that, because this is about spirituality. If you're not helping yourself, how could you dare help someone else? Doesn't even make sense. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put a poll up for you all, and I want you to answer the poll. Because not only do we need to give ourselves permission, we need to have clarity. So we're going to end this at around 9:35. If you're on the West Coast, that's going to be 6:35 for you. But I want to preface this way. A lot of us just don't have clarity, man. We have a lot of confusion. I can ask some of you right now, what's your business? You might not be able to share it. I can ask some of you the same thing. You might be able to deliver it in an impactful way. But we want everybody to be on that accord. But the first thing we must do is we must clear some of the baggage. Here's why. You know these thoughts that we have in our mind, right? About how the family doesn't help us do this, or friends or, close loved ones, they're not really supporting us, or we have so much on our mind, we're overworked. How could you truly be a successful business owner or business operator if your mind is cluttered with all of these thoughts? If you have all of these limited beliefs, let me know. So I want to share my screen. Let me share my screen. So I created the #1 personal and professional development system. Today, you all are going to take a peek at this. You don't have to use the site. If you want to, you can. We do have free passes on the site. You can get a whole bunch of free resources here. I'm going to gift everybody with these resources at the end of the week. But if you want them now, you can have them now. But what we're going to do today as a homework, as a lesson, is 2 things. We're going to do a video inside of Telegram groups telling yourself on camera, what's the thing you're giving yourself permission to do? And then the other thing that you would love to do is you will take the clarity challenge. So the clarity challenge, but you're going to do it for 1 day. The clarity challenge on here, I believe, is about 7 days, 5 days. But for what we're all going to do, you're going to clean 1 space, whether it's in your house, whether it's in your car, somewhere, your office, and you're going to take a before and after photo. Some of you are like, before and after photo, I can't do it. I can't do it. Don't stop yourself before you get started. Okay? Don't stop yourself before you get started. Everything that we're giving to you this week, you can find here on our Love Plus platform. This is our arena of transformation. This is where you come to transform your life. Some of you are already taking the 491 challenge, where you're waking up for 4 or 5 days in a row, 90 minutes earlier than you normally would wake up, especially if you're on the West Coast, you're doing it, to focus on the single most important thing in your business. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing this week. Okay? So the information that you need to make sure you get this all done will be inside the Telegram group, but I'm going to reiterate it. You're going to do a clarity challenge. You're going to clean 1 aspect of your life, show the before and after photos. There's something magnificent that will happen to you. If you're looking to get to your next level, would you get there faster, carrying all the weight that you're carrying now? Or if you were able to eliminate some of that? That's a question for you to answer deep inside. And then you're going to take a video, and you're going to say, what do you give yourself permission to do? And you express that going forward. Okay? That's how that works. I'm going to go ahead and read the polls. This is the last chance for you to take the polls. Go ahead and take the poll if you haven't already. I see there's over 100 people in this session, but we only have about 65 people, 70 people who've taken the polls. So go ahead and get that done. Okay. All right, cool. Let me end the poll. Let me read the results. So question 1, what's the space you've been avoiding the most lately? Because most of us have avoidant behavior. You know, we got, put a 1 in the chat if you got that chair. They got all the clothes in it. That's like a little mini closet. You got that chair? Put a 1 in the chat. Andrew like, yeah, you know, I got it over there. So you been in my house? Nah, I ain't been there. I just know that we're more alike than we are different. That somewhere you got some stuff that you've been avoiding. And the same thing that shows up in your mind shows up in your life. So in your mind, you've been avoiding some things. In your mind, you've been cluttered. So in your world, you'll be cluttered. I'm sorry, Minda, I wasn't telling on you. I was really telling on me. I got to go and get that stuff. As soon as this call is over, I got to get that stuff up, okay? I got to get that stuff up, all right? So 63% said my mind, I've been mentally cluttered. I want y'all to really think about that, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about mental health being important. Like, we can go out and get the bag. You can go out and get the money. See, it means nothing if you don't have the mind, because you can lose it all. We can get all the money and you can lose it all. Before you get your money right, you have to get your mind right. All right, so that's what we need to do. So we see it clearly here. Most of us feel mentally cluttered, and that's why you need to be here tomorrow, because we're going to do a guided meditation, let you feel so light, let you feel free, energetic, like you can do whatever you want. I promise you, these next 5 days will change your life, but you have to show up, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2, when was the last time you did something just for you, guilt-free? So it says 31%, they honestly can't remember. 20% said this week. 20% say today. I love that. 29% said this month. So snap it up and clap it up. But did you neglect something? Because you know some of us feel unapologetic. So I'm not doing that. But in the long run, it might hurt us, right? So you did it for yourself, but did you neglect something else as a compensation? Did you neglect something else? Hopefully we didn't. Okay. Question number 3, last question. It says, what's hardest about giving yourself permission to pause or reset? 39% of people answered. They said, I feel like I'm falling behind. 33% said, I don't know where to start. Some people said, I'll forget, honestly. And then 12% said, I don't want to disappoint others. These are real numbers, ladies and gentlemen, from us, from our own consensus. So we're not giving you numbers. We're not giving you fluff from somewhere else, some outdated information. We're talking about us. We need a new way. Somebody put a new way in the chat. We need a new way. I'm going to give you this new way. Tonight we have class. Make sure you're there, VIP. Be early with your questions already written down. If you don't have a question, have a question. Okay, if you don't already have a question, have a question. Because we need a new way. We're going to give that to you, and it's going to be yours for the rest of your life if you complete these 5 days. So this is challenge week, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to challenge yourself to do everything that you say you were going to do. But first, I need to do this before I let you all go. I need a commitment. Your commitment to play all out. As I mentioned, you're going to learn more in the next 5 days. You're going to do more in the next 5 days than you have in the last 5 months. Some of you in the last 5 years. Do I have your commitment to complete everything and play full out? Do I have your commitment to be the one that leaves a legacy? So that way, when it's all said and done, your children puts your picture on their walls. They have your name in the Hall of Fame. See, people sing your name, praise your name, clap it up, snap it up for you. You're remembered by many, but you stand amongst a few because not everybody can do what you do. Are you committed to that life? Because it's one thing to tell your children they can be all they can be, but then for you to hide in the background of your own story. Like mini-me. Understand? So we have a new way today. A new way is we're committed. We're going to finish it all the way through. And guess what? You got help. You got support. So don't be afraid. You have us. All right. And this week is going to be fantastic. So let me go ahead and put some music on for us so when we can go out, we can snap it up and clap it up. Don't forget, put your biggest takeaways inside of the Telegram group. You can make a video. Go make a video, put your biggest takeaways inside the Telegram group. So that's 3 pieces of homework that you have. That's really quick, except for the cleaning part. Some of y'all are going to be doing that all day because you've been neglecting it. Some of you are going to do it all day. Okay. All right. With that being said, we're getting ready to close up. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I want you to see yourself as the star of your story and understand your next level is loading. Let's leave on a high note because this is spiritual. We don't chase money, we attract it. So as we go out with this music, see yourself getting the money. See yourself having that relationships. See yourself being able to be the person that shows up powerfully in any room, any arena, okay? Be that person. I want everyone to come off of mute. Have everyone come off of mute. Snap it up and clap it up. Your next level is loading. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Monday! Happy Monday!
Next level.
Happy Monday!
Go around the next level.
Going for a new way. That's great. That's a great Monday. Good Monday, y'all.
Hit it.
Go.
Good day, everybody.
Thank you. That was great.
And mindful business.
Everyone have a good day. Let's go. Yes. Got it. Monday. We got it now. Let's go.
Tell me who is real as this. Took a while to
How
find
exciting.
the money I invested. New crib, big backyard. And neighbors can't even see who we are. No, I'm not the same as I was before. No, I'm not the same as I was before. It's like a movie. I'm the star of my story. The streets and the sweets, great credit, big business, investments. I've been loading up, yeah. Now I'm now, now I'm now, now I'm now, yeah. Now I'm now, now I'm now, loading up, yeah. Now I'm now, now I'm now, now I'm now, yeah. Now I'm now, now I'm now.
Go out there and be amazing. Inspire yourself. You are the best of the best, the top of the top, the cream of the crop. Believe that.